Well, we're not done yet. Doors got to go in, cement's got to go in. Hopefully that's all done this week and we'll be finishing this up, but we utilized it a little bit. This is that building. I don't know if anybody ever saw the inside of it, but it is it's a steel structure. This building's around 40 years old, the main building. So it's going to remain a dirt floor. If we get to it, I'll probably put some crushed stone in here this year. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. Weather's turning fast on us, and we really got to get going on some other things. This was kind of this project started around the 6th, 7th of August, and we are now October, geez, what is it, 7th today? So yeah, so we moved the blades out and one of the sanders and put them in here because I had to get to the blower that went with the trackless. The trackless is gone. It found its way to Massachusetts. And so we've done a little extra work in here, getting things straightened up. Still gonna put crushed stone along the outside of the building and do some final grade work in here once we get the cement in. So this side's gonna have a 9x9 overhead door, and the main bay will have a 12x12. So it's come right along. Pretty much we put all the tin back on it, plus some, but the sides and the front and everything are its own tin, and the back wall, as you can see, there's a few holes in the back wall where the tin didn't line up, but we're going to fix those when we paint it. So, and this bay holds quite a bit of stuff. Jordan's going to use this bay for his equipment. We'll put a pass door here. Got to bring the power from over there instead of to the old building that was here. Cross lots into here. So that's about where we are with that. Just a little shot of that. It's pretty good size. 62 by 60, and it has a 46 by 60 open bay. Well, that'll be for me to use. Okay, so I've been after the 48 F5. Excuse me, I kept saying it was an F5. It's actually an F6. So I got to get the mouse nest out of here. Yeah, there is only 37,000 original miles on this truck. It came from an orchard. There was some writing on the door at one time too. You can read out the 531, and I don't think that's DOT. That might have been a phone number. Didn't have DOT regulations back then. So yeah, I took the front end off and I put it back on. This is something I hadn't seen before. Some of my other trucks have it. It's kind of a scoop that brings the air in from in front of the grill all the way back and into the heater. Now it's in pretty poor shape. I didn't realize it was there when I was taking the front end off and I pulled two of the bolts out of it, but there is a little bit of rust to fix in here. You know, that's common with these. These are pretty cool. These are the directionals. An extra set of directionals. So I'm going to save the front bumper. It's in pretty good shape. I may use it on something else, I'm not sure. So I have the front end off. And it's in remarkably good shape. I mean, there's some rust in here, but I'm going to be taking those off. I'm going to be cutting this down for the fenders to use on the rat rod. So, so this is what's left of the fenders. There was another set of fenders that was sitting right beside it. That hood, fenders, grill, was all off a smashed truck I bought, the front parts. So I don't think I made a video on any of that stuff. We picked it up a few nights ago. I got a Ford rear end. I believe it's an 8.8, and it's in the garage. No, that's down back. The motor's in the garage. 302, excuse me, I got 302 in my head there. 351 Windsor. I believe it's a, it came from a truck with electric fuel pump in it because it doesn't have the access on the side for the fuel pump. But it does have an Eldorado intake on it, an Eldorado carburetor. It looks to be a 600 or 675. I'm not sure. I gotta look at the numbers. It's different from the ones I've been using, but it is an Eldorado and Performer intake. So this one I'm going to knock apart because I'm going to use some of it for the rat rod that I'm going to build next, and some of the ones I'm building now. So, and this is my sand salt building that is complete wreck because it's housed everything for that build. So all this has got to get out of here. All this has got to get out. Hey, isn't that cool? All this has got to get out of here. And that's the door. It'll be going on the front. And so we got to clean this up. Got some wood going in tomorrow. We're going to continue to keep the wood. Even though I bought a propane heater that sits outdoors and air conditioning unit that's going to go in the garage. We got to move it and set up the cement pad for it to sit on, and probably elevate it to about 3 feet in the air off the pad. So that'll be going in there. Then it'll be going through the wall here into that other building, and then blow into the main bay, and with the fans and the it'll move around itself. The heat we'll dump the heat in the bay. So the objective of that is to, when we get into a snowstorm, we aren't running back here every 2 minutes to put wood in the fire to keep everything going. Sometimes we don't get back here for 4 or 5 hours at a time. So if we can set that on about 40, 45 during a snowstorm, use the wood, but also use the propane to maintain the shop's heat. So if we have to come in and work on something, we aren't having to worry about getting everything warm, and it'll already be there. Okay, so a lot of changes. We moved one of the trailers. We emptied it out. It was that trailer that said had the writing on the side of it. Here, I'll show you. There's an old Coke trailer, and there's one of my old trailers that we used for bale sawdust years ago when we sold bale sawdust. So yeah, it's a Land Air Express. We put it over there. Jordan did the grade work around the front of it this morning so we can go in and out of it. And just got to clean it up a little bit so we can open and close the door. So, and then the galvanized, the metal that was on the roof and on the back of the other building, we used over on this building. So still got a mess to clean up, and winter is coming fast. Last couple mornings, this morning wasn't bad. It was around 41 degrees 2 mornings in a row. Heavy frost on the windshields. So it's coming fast. So I'll bring you back and show you after I knock out those pieces and get those fenders apart, radiator support, all that kind of stuff done. And the last of the old V's I have has been sold. The guy's supposed to come pick it up, so that'll be the last of them. So we're using all the stainless steel, and I did pick up that one newer one that's got painted front. It's still stainless steel, but it's painted. Okay, bring you back shortly.